should be live, hopefully. Here's hoping today goes without flaws, which I will get to the title as soon as this stream has been alive for 10 minutes. Again, I'm going to be wasting 10 minutes or a minute doing this just to make sure the camera doesn't glitch or the thing doesn't buffer. Anywho, before I announce the stream, which again I'm testing to make sure this works with no flaws, I have an idea and I will explain why I have this book out in a moment. Hopefully after a minute or two. I am watching my stream on desktop just to see if things go well. Anywho, this is an art stream if things go well, and yes, I am working on posters for a future project. Future posters. I wonder what for. But of course, we gotta make sure this goes well. So that's why I'm gonna move my hand a lot, just to see if the camera glitches at any point, just in case I have to immediately stop the stream and reset it. That's why I'm moving my hand, just so I can see if it glitches. Or if it starts buffering. Which I don't think it will, but we'll see after 5 minutes. Anywho, before I announce this on Discord, yeah. This was the plan of it for today. I want to work on do more art streams. Obviously, I might stop for a moment, mainly because I'm checking something. Yeah, so I'm just going to move my hand a lot like this, just to make sure everything works flawlessly. At least right now. It doesn't look like I'm buffering. And it's been 2 minutes, so I think we're good. I think we should be good. Let me just swap on over to a different view. And let's see from there. Let's go from there. I don't see any issues. Please let me know if there's any issues. Because I can read chat just fine. Please let me know if there's any issues that I need to take care of. Or if the screen starts buffering. Let me know. Also, I want to do more art streams. I think that would be fun. I miss doing them. Let me just open Creator Dashboard. Well, let me just open Creator Dashboard real quick. Alright. We should be good. Alright. I'm not seeing any issues. Hopefully everything goes well. Anywho, let me explain the title while I announce the stream. By June, which by the way, I think for art streams moving forward, I'm just going to announce it on my Discord server. Just because. I am very uncertain if it'll work. Let me explain the title. In June, and I've streamed this before, I don't think I've done an art stream of me working on the pages itself, but I want to do posters, or what would be poster ideas or sketches for the upcoming Elder Scrolls Online chapter. Since, that's the game I mainly stream on this channel. Outside, like, maybe Minecraft, and other games I usually stream. Anywho, my plan for today is to get ahead, think ahead, if you will, and draw posters related to that chapter when it eventually comes out. Thankfully, by the time it comes out, I am good to go. I don't have to spend all of, Saturday or one day just drawing the poster and inking it in and all that other fun stuff. I get to do it today. Or at least the first parts. Oh, God, please. Okay. Hopefully this will be fine. I did just announce it on my server. I did see that. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out like that often. The Twitch mobile app sucks ass. Let me find a drawing real quick that I'm referring to. I never actually did the final page. This is what I'm referring to when it shows up on camera. Which, again, like, I'm saying that because there's a bit of delay, which I always notice it's heavily delayed. This is what I drew last year for Elder Scrolls Online's Necrom chapter, or the Shadows over Morrowind chapter. This idea worked so well, I want to do it again this year. I'm going to do it again this year. However, a little different, because I now have a new character that I made recently, because I don't think there's any new characters coming soon, up until, like, maybe next year. Hopefully things go well next year. You know, because a lot of things. I don't know. Anywho, I'm gonna do something similar to this. These, I think, but instead of like Hermaeus Mora theming, which is kind of a problem because I was trying to look this stuff up. Which, by the way, yes, I will be drawing a lot of doing stuff like this often. Obviously, I will have multiple repeatable characters. So, like, from last year, I had Adani appear a lot, which is the cat up here, or the character right here. She showed up so many times, mainly because I was committing crimes with her, since she is my crime-based character, like my most evil character in the game. So I might change the wording from Necrom chapter end to the end of the whole storyline. Eventually. That'll take a while. So I want to do stuff like this, but not in this sketchbook. Not in this book in particular. Also, I will not be drawing Hermaeus Mora imagery, so nothing like this often. Probably a lot more things related to the setting, which, going based off what we currently know, it's so little. And using what I know about the region, which, if I'm not mistaken, it is Westweald, Skingrad, somewhere, and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do is at least do a couple drawings of posters. Obviously, they're not gonna be inked in right away because I usually don't ink in my stuff right away. I take forever, and just to at least demonstrate, I just want to get this stuff out of the way, like get the pencil stuff out of the way first. This is what I want to do something like this. In terms of what I'm going to be doing in those chapters, or those streams, I don't know. Hell, I don't even know if I'll actually begin the story until, like, how I did it last time. So, like, I believe I begun the story around this point. Chapter 3, or Day 3. Which, by the way, like, if by chance Life Road Weekly continues past March, or 52, every usual stream I usually do will be paused until this story arc is concluded. Or the Westweald, or whatever it's called. I'm going to say Westweald because that's easier to say for me than Gold Road. Like, every once in a while I just pronounce it wrong. Yeah. Anywho, so that's what the plan is for today. Also, again, like, because I'm uncertain if it'll work. If it will work, I will primarily announce my art streams only on my Discord. Mainly because I don't want to announce an art stream and I'm offline. I'm just trying to fix this app, or fix the stream. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing. So this is the plan for today. I believe it's still called Shadows over Morrowind. Westfield or Gold Road, which again, like, if you heard how I pronounced it, yeah, yeah, I'm not a bit, I am not so certain about pronunciation myself. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna write it as Gold Road, but pronounce it as Westfield a lot. So yes, this is primarily for Elder Scrolls Online, but it is for a future stream idea that I'll be doing next sometime in March. No wait, actually no, I could also do a poster for a the dungeon stream too, because there is a dungeon stream in the works. I don't know if I'll do it day one when the update goes live, because Elder Scrolls Online takes forever to update. There might be something I have to do in the background to make sure it updates. Oh boy, it's a lot of work. Let me tell you. But there's a reason why I have like a 5 terabyte thing now for my. If I have to move Elder Scrolls Online from my physical console, which is right over here, which, sorry about the angle of the camera, this is probably the best way I can set it up without messing it up much. My PS4 is right over there, like where my hand is. Actually, I could just point like this. Actually, it's just right here, if I'm pointing right. So it's right around here. Like, this is it. This is the thing. If it goes well, we won't have any issues. I mean, I had an issue updating ESO around the time Infinite Archive, or what it was one, as it was called in English, Endless Archive. Anywho, let's begin. Now, what I know about Skingrad, or so like if the city is, if it's actually be based in like Skingrad, what I know about Westfield and all the whole region is winery. So while yes, I'll probably have a Hermaeus Mora theming, because it is based off the Digital Prince himself, I'm not going to be including it much outside like maybe one drawing. However, going based off what I saw from the trailer, the cinematic trailer, I didn't really see much Hermaeus Mora theming. So maybe an eye here and there. So like maybe I'll draw like the eye somewhere in the background or something like that. And we'll see from there. Okay, so where was the sketch? What was the sketchbook I was using? I think it was the Lycanrots. Oh yeah, I can show you the most recent drawing I did. Which, if you don't see it, here is the most recent drawing I did. If you can't see what it says, I will read it out loud, just because I don't want to cause the camera to unfocus. Went till from like me from 2011 to 2014. It says 7 plus drawings a day. Probably explains why my grades sucked back then. Or probably wasn't the best, but whatever. Almost gave up art around 2013 to 2014 because of a bitch of an art teacher, which I didn't write. And wore jeans. Gross. I don't like wearing jeans. They just feel tight on me. Me now. I want to play video games mentality. Money issues. Yeah. Tired as fuck. Yeah, I'm always tired. And I wear shorts all the time nowadays. Mainly because I used to go to the gym, which I still have to cancel that, but we'll get to that later. Now, the rules I have for my sketchbook was... Wait, I actually have an idea. Workaround. So, from this point, usually I draw different characters besides my Sona. However, I want to draw posters of the upcoming chapter. And going by how many streams I did, which wasn't like... Hold on. Going by the posters I did, wasn't it like 7? I did like 7 posters. 7 or 6 would be the number that I have to draw. So what I'm gonna have to do is I need to dedicate 6 or 7 pages in this book for the chapter. Shadows over Morrowind, Gold Road chapter. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I will. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So again, what I know about Skingrad, or the general region, which by the way I might include like the symbolism from the area or the county, which is like what, 2 crescent moons, one's like red or something, which yeah, I am half tempted to play Oblivion just to get ideas, because Skingrad appeared first in Oblivion. However, I'm kind of afraid of it. Not because of the game. I loved Oblivion. It's because I'm worried of how my laptop would handle it. The last time, like, I talked about this all the time. I loved Oblivion. I'm just afraid to play it because of something. A blue screen. My old laptop, which I had, blue screened out. Had a blue screen, which was not fun. Yeah. Anywho. So yeah, so it is like 2 crescent moons. One is red, one is like what? White? So red, black, white, I think the imagery is. Which I'll get to. In terms of who I will be playing as. I don't know. I didn't think I'll get there at all. Yeah, I didn't really think ahead of how this is gonna work. So, again, all I know about Skingrad, based off what I read about the city, is something about wineries. I'm reading about information just so I know more about the city. However, I think I'm gonna actually need to play Oblivion to get a better sense of the city. However, Oblivion is set in like the 3rd era. I need to know what the city's like in the time of Elder Scrolls Online. So let's start off with... Oh, and by the way, art streams are usually the shortest I can think of, like sitting at like maybe 2 hours at most, if things go well. 2 to 3 hours, hopefully. Mainly because I'm either out of ideas or the side decides to set. Also, where would be a good set? Because I always write down Shadows over Morrowind, a chapter, and then I start drawing. So, since from what I'm reading, it will be a part of a Shadows over Morrowind story arc. And since there's like a lot of class symmetry with the upcoming, the new Digital Prince, or at least that's what I'm getting. Which, by the way, that's the thing. I'm primarily focusing on what I know about the region. So, Shadows over Morrowind, Gold Road, or Westfield, but again, it's something else. But to make my life easy, I'll say Westfield, because that's easier to say. Okay, so yeah, it is part of a story arc according to what I'm reading here. I am not going to do a teaser poster or a poster for the DLC pack that's coming out soon. Of course we're going to be doing that when it comes out. But probably a day or so after, or maybe on day 1. I want to know. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully no issues emerge. But, again, Elder Scrolls Online is a flawless masterpiece. I'm now gonna put a question mark because I thought we would be still in Morrowind. Shadows over Morrowind? Question mark. It's hard to see. I am so sorry. My handwriting's also pretty bad. My handwriting's also pretty bad.